Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we've got what should be a very intriguing one indeed. And this was one of the beers that were kind of sent to me by Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, and this is actually unfortunately the last one that I have, and I was potentially holding out to do a sort of live review because I think Craig has access to this beer, and I think Dean might have been able to have gotten it, but I won't lie, it's now pretty much 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the middle of a hangout and I'm running out of beer. So I need to crack this one open. And probably not the best time of day to do a beer review, but oh well. But yeah, as you can see, this is the Bristol Craft Beer Festival IPA, which is brewed in collaboration with Wiper and True, Left-Handed Giant Brewing Company, Verdant Brewing Company, and Deya Brewery. So all of those fantastic breweries. I've always wanted to try Verdant and a Deya beer because of the double IPAs and the pale ales that they're doing. Wiper and True, I love the artwork on Wiper and True. Do some really intriguing sounding beers. And Left-Handed Giant Brewing Company. Never heard of those guys before, but when I was like looking up the breweries involved, I like their branding specifically. But yeah, it just sounds fantastic that you're getting all of these breweries coming together to brew a goddamn IPA. So I'm expecting this to be pretty damn nice. So it's got a little bit of a description on the back. So this is a summer IPA brewed at Wiper and True in collaboration with Left-Handed Giant, Verdant, Deya, and Simply Hops. Brewed to celebrate the upcoming Bristol Craft Beer Festival and the city of Bristol as a whole, this beer is all about summer drinking, a modern IPA brewed on a sunny day and packed with Australian hops. These four breweries will be pouring their beers at the festival alongside with some of the best breweries from across the world. So aside from putting all of the breweries information down below, I will be putting the festival link because I think this is sort of connected to the London Craft Beer Festival as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my hair, by the way. Stuck in the 70s, which is not a bad thing because I do like 70s culture. But yeah, so the Bristol Craft Beer Festival is on from the 15th to the 17th to September 2017. Put your teeth in. Best before date on this one is 20th of the 1st 2018. ABV is 6.4. IBU counts of 35. And yeah, malts are pale ale, Caragold, barley, flaked malted oats, and wheat. My reading's terrible. Again, should not be doing beer reviews at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then hops are Elia, Enigma, Euconaut, which I've seen a lot of breweries using recently. And then BBC, a Mosaic BBC. So is that the powder, maybe? I'm not too sure. You can tell that I'm so out of touch with these hazy, weird and wonderful IPAs, can't you? And Thick Secret. So yeah, quite a recipe indeed, but fantastic looking label. A little bit different to what you would expect from Viper and True, but of course it's brewed for the festival, so they're using the same artwork and typography that you would expect. But there is the Viper and True crown. I just love how imperfect that crown looks. Fantastic stuff, just a beautifully presented beer, and I hope I can get this label off because I want to add that to the collection. So without any further ado, because I've been waffling on for way too long already, let's see what we get. And I can tell already that I'm going to really, really enjoy this beer. Oh, I've said it every time I've reviewed beer like this. I don't get to try too many like this, although it is a little bit darker actually than some of the ones. But these like contemporary in trend IPAs which I'm guessing this is because it does have that slight fruit juice look to it. Although it has got more of a dark hue, so it's not like a you know, hop soup or anything like that. But these like on point, in trend, like craft IPAs of the Vermont variety, which again it could be completely different, but I don't get to try these often, so when I do, it's always a real treat. And I'm probably not trying the best that's available, but yeah, they're always a nice treat for me. And I love the concept of collaboration beers, so yeah, this should be a pretty damn special one. But beer in a glass then, and that is sort of like I was saying, dark, hazy orange colour, nice amber hues in there, lovely sedimentation cloud in the centre of the glass, and then beer poured with 2 fingers worth of a somewhat fine, foamy looking head. So yeah, it certainly looks wonderful. Let's see what we get on the aroma. Oh, hello. Big hint of pineapple there. Lovely hit of mango as well, like a really ripe mango. Also has that like mango chutney sort of sweetness. It's so lovely. That hoppy aroma. It's not like a really pungent or punchy one, and I've realised how low down I'm looking on camera, but it's so lovely. It's so genuinely fruity and vibrant. It smells absolutely wonderful. But yeah, there's like this ever so slightly like dank, and I've used this descriptor quite a lot, but it just reminds you of like when you've got a bulb of garlic and you've like just put it in the oven and you've just let it all caramelize. You get that savoury sweetness. Lovely sherbety, lemony sort of aromas as well. Very gentle grapefruit character. It smells like I wanted it to. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, guys, and cheers, Dean. Oh yeah. It's a little more dank and resiny than I was expecting it. And it sort of has that like fruit bowl flavour. But then it sort of leans into that sort of West Coast resiny sort of characteristic. Very slight hints of pine in there. But yeah, that is dank. That is a dank beer. So chewy as well. It's like the perfect culmination of these two styles. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Lovely zingy prickliness coming through there as well. Lovely gentle carbonation. You definitely get those oats in the body though. It's just so velvety and smooth, but light at the same time. Very gentle bitterness on the back end. Very gentle grapefruit-like bitterness. I should say that the yeast is London Ale too as well. Just saw that on the label. I mean, it's not an in-your-face beer by any stretch. Which I think is good because a festival beer should be an accessible one. Because I'm not sure if this will be available for the during the festival, or if it's just sort of like to promote the festival and that sort of thing, and to commemorate and celebrate it. But you know, you could see yourself when you've gone to the festival, the first thing you'll try is this. It gives you all of those characteristics that you want. It gives you sort of like an introduction to these sorts of beers. It shows you what is available out there. and then it gets you excited to try some of the beers that are available specifically from the breweries involved. But yeah, that's just like a lovely gentle fruit juice with no sugar or additives added. Lovely mango, pineapple, grapefruit, blood orange. It's just so satisfying to drink. It really, really is. And yeah, for the summer, absolutely perfect. Just absolutely perfect. What's the ABV again? 6.4? No. I mean, it's got that lovely body reinforced by those oats. But this is not drinking like a 6.4% beer at all. No harshness. Nice acidity. Very slight tart sour notes as well. Which again sort of play into that illusion of drinking fruit juice. Like one of those multivitamin juices, sort of. Speaking of multivitamins, it never goes into that sort of medicinal area that some of these, well, IPAs can go into. Yeah, that's a lovely beer. It really, really is. So tropical. Candy-like as well. And then you do get that very slight resiny, piney angle. And then that ever so slight savoury tinge, like an onion or a garlic. It's lovely. It really, really is. And I'm actually feeling shitty now that I didn't save this for a potential live review with Craig and Dean, because that's a lovely beer. It really, really is. So for my rating then of the Bristol Craft Beer Festival IPA from Viper and True, Left-Handed Giant Brewing Company, Verdant and Deya, that's going to be fun to see if YouTube will let me have all of those breweries listed in the title. And yeah, in terms of a rating, and of course from Simply Hops, because if they're being credited, I like to credit them too in the review. But in terms of rating, that is a very solid 9 out of 10. Maybe if it had a... I don't know though, because I actually really like the fact that it has these West Coast elements that I find. So it adds a little bit of an intriguing angle to the beer. But yeah, it gives you a taste of what these breweries are capable of. Especially the likes of Verdant and Deya, who are, leading the way. Well, two of the breweries leading the way with these hop-forward IPAs. But yeah, that's a lovely beer for sure. World class, no doubt. And if you're in Bristol, definitely go check out the brewery, because I'm not sure who else is involved in the brewery itself, but yeah, lovely beer. I've gone on for nearly 14 minutes now. I'm going to cut it off there. Dean, thank you so much for these beers that you've sent. They've all been 8 to 10 out of 10 beers. Even the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Well, it's more of like a 6 out of 10 because it's just a fairly average but solid lager. But all of the craft beers that you sent have just been fantastic. And Dean, I'm so sorry that, because we talked about it on the live review of the West End Bevo, I said, oh, it'd be good if we could do a live review, and here I am, I'm drinking this beer. So, but Dean, you should definitely get yourself another bottle of this, because it's absolutely lovely. So drinkable, not too in your face, well-rounded. Yeah, I can't really fault it too much. So, yeah, if you've tried this one, let me know your thoughts, opinions. Are you going to the festival? I'm hoping to get hoping. I'm hoping to get this review uploaded by the time the festival starts. So yeah, if you're going to the festival, let me know. And if you've been, how did you find it? So check out all the breweries involved. Check out Dean's beer reviews down below. If anybody I know has reviewed this one, their links are included. Check out my IPA playlist, and I really want more beers from all of these breweries now. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.